For the past 3 years, me and my fiancée Staci have been renting a townhouse here in Escondido, Southern California. Every month we say, oh, we're going to try and find somewhere to buy. Next month comes by, we're going to try and find somewhere to buy. In the end, we jumped in feet first and bought this place. A 1947 owner-built Adobe home in Valley Center. For the past 2 or 3 years, I've been looking at commercial and residential real estate most nights, flicking through LoopNet, Craigslist, Zillow, and all the websites trying to find some deal that we could somehow make the place our own. I stumbled across this place about 8 p.m. one evening, jumped straight on the phone to a family friend of ours that's a real estate agent and told her that we wanted to go see it first thing, 8 a.m. the following morning, and that's what we did. Got a new house?
I love it.
After viewing the property, we fell in love with it, saw its true potential. We didn't waste any time. Straight away, got on the phone with the real estate agent and put an offer in at $775, which was asking price. Little did we know what was about to unfold, a very stressful 6 weeks. The house was originally built in 1947, and over the 2 months that it took to buy this place, we obviously did massive research and found out a lot of interesting facts about the property, how it was built, who it was built by, and what the land was used for. The property sits on 8 acres, which was originally used as a kiwi grow. I'll take you for a walk to the back of the property in a minute to view the land. There's also different outbuildings, storage, workshops, etc., which makes it a blank canvas for us to create our home. So this is a totally separate building to the main building. It's probably, how big do you reckon that is, Steve? Total square footage? Probably 1,000 square foot. It's got a bit of a kitchen and it's got all the amenities in it. Electric, water. It must have gas in here, Steve, as well, yeah?
Yeah, that's the gas stove.
Yeah.
They built the kitchen, but not that.
Yeah, it's a gas stove, that. As you can see, the property definitely needs some love and attention. It's been derelict for about 4 years, but we're not shy of hard work. We're eager to get stuck in. Little outdoor bathroom here with all the power, shitter.
This is an old airfield right here.
Right. Got my snake boots on. For those that don't know, Adobe is Spanish for mud brick. Yes, we've just paid $750,000 for a mud house. There's another little building here, probably similar size, 800 to 1,000 square foot. That's got all the utilities as well in it. It's got power, septic, got water in it as well. Get it bought. What are these oak trees, yeah?
These are oaks, yeah. These are live oaks.
As you can see, I'm a little bit apprehensive letting Steve-O go first because I'm absolutely petrified of rattlesnakes. I best get used to it though, I suppose. There's a seasonal creek that runs all the way down one side of the property and then throughout the back of the house. It's going to be exciting to see what that's like in winter. It's been an old kiwi grove. That up there is Palomar Mountain. Literally 15 minutes up ride away.
Palomar Mountain.
Yeah. It's a nice view, isn't it? Tell you what, they've put some time in putting all this irrigation in at some point.
Well, back then it didn't look like this, obviously. I mean, it was strictly a grove.
A massive deep creek here that's on the land. That runs all the way down one side of the property. Property line goes all the way there to that rock and then down into there, into that stream, and all the way back there where that motocross track was. And obviously all the way down to the roadside there where that telegraph pole is. So it's definitely a project. Now that's where the fun begins. The buyer accepted our offer at $775,000 that day. We then had a period of time to get inspections done to figure out if the house needed any significant work. Obviously there's only so much you can do from walking round and asking a few questions. We needed some experts in to point us in the right direction. We was attempting to get the sale through on an FHA loan, which is a government-backed loan, a little bit more strict and stringent than a regular conventional loan, as the bank want to make sure that they are covering themselves in case the sale doesn't go through. Any repairs have to be brought up to standard to satisfy the bank for them to release the money. This is where the very time-sensitive homework starts, before the seller moves on to the next eager buyer and jumps ahead of us. First things first, let's get the septic tank certified. Or not. That was our first hurdle. As you can see, not in great condition. Next up was to get a certified plumber to check the main drains and all the sewer lines throughout the property. This didn't look great either.
This one doesn't give me the measurements, the little one.
So what would you recommend with that then? It won't snake in.
I would do treatments in here and start snaking it, and then there's a way of power washing this. But I gotta make sure that everything is cleared first.
That's into the cast iron pipe at that point.
Yeah,
then.
that's right now. I'm in the cast iron line there, but it's just so corroded. My snake's not wanting to slide through it, so it's getting to here.
Right. Next on the checklist was a structural and foundation report from a licensed structural engineer. As you can see, the Adobe was badly deteriorated on the left-hand front corner of the home. This needed to be taken care of. Obviously trying to find anybody locally that was still able to work with Adobe, with it being many years since anything was built out of this stuff, was proving very, very difficult, at least at a reasonable cost. Next up on the list was a roof certification. We had to get a few minor repairs done to get the roof certified. As you can see, there was some loose tile and a few bits that was patched to get this through. We had plans to tear off the roof after the bank had released the money and re-roof the whole property anyway.
We'll have it down.
The deeper and deeper we got into the inspections and getting estimates for the repairs, the more and more we was wondering if we'd bitten off more than we can chew. After a few sleepless nights and a little bit of arguments between the both of us, we decided to revoke our offer and counter-offer at a lower price of $750,000 to take into consideration all of the costly repairs that was going to be needed to satisfy the bank. As you can imagine, this was a very, very stressful time. We had already put a $15,000 non-refundable deposit into escrow. We was at this point wondering if we had the ways or means to even purchase the house, as the repairs and costs were getting way out of hand and the bank's goalposts keep changing day by day with what they required. I guess just like the old saying goes, if there's a will, there's a way, and luck would have it. The seller of the home decided to accept our counter-offer of $750,000 and we was golden.
Stella.
Bags of shit too.
Might be cash.
This gave us a little safety barrier for the needed repairs that we was clearly going to have to do to the house. As you can imagine, it was going to be way more than $25,000 in the saving that we had got.
What sort of year do you think that's been put in? 99?
And then now for the final hurdle. The bank required all of the necessary repairs to be done within 30 days of the close of escrow, and that's where we're at now. All of the necessary repairs are getting done as we speak, and we have the appraiser coming back from the bank shortly to sign off the loan on the home, and there it goes. The purchase of our first ever home, probably the most stressful 8 weeks that we've ever had to encounter. But if you enjoyed the video, please keep your eyes open, as we're going to put out a couple every few weeks to showcase what we're doing with this 1947 Adobe home. Keeping many of its traditions, but also developing our 8-acre homestead. We're going to get animals, grow some fruit and vegetables, and also try and farm some of the 8 acres of land that we have. If you enjoyed our first video, please be sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.